of humility and accountability, I have told you what I will do for now. I will be back.
New developments. One is the pension for coup d'etats, and you saw what happened in Benin recently and Guinea-Bissau. And so it's something that the regional body, has to look at. Happily, we have an ECOWAS meeting coming up on the 14th, so I'm sure that is going to be a major point of this discussion. So it makes us vulnerable, when you have a conflict or crisis in an area that is so sensitive, in terms of our security of our national territory. And that is why it is important for us to, try and get a handle on the Boko issue as quickly as possible. I want to express my appreciation to the Otumfuo for the role that he has played. We came into office and the previous governments informed me that they had asked Otumfuo to mediate. And so when I met him, he confirmed that yes, he had been asked to mediate in the conflict. And so we said, okay, we'll give opportunity for that mediation to take place. So we've been managing the crisis, sporadic killings here and there, waiting for the outcome of the mediation process. Happily, Otumfuo has signaled to me that on the 16th, he would come here to the presidency. I'll invite you, the National Peace Council. I invite the executive committee of the House of Chiefs and then other, recognized bodies, religious leaders, receive the mediation report together.
Full maturity, the Share Park ecosystem is expected to empower over 7,000 women in the Upper West. It will support thousands of youth jobs. It will anchor value chains, not only for share, but also for associated products such as groundnuts, soya beans, sorghum, dawa, cotton, and honey. The Share Park Resource Project is aligned with the centerpiece of our reset agenda, and that is the agenda of adding value to our products before exporting them. And so this value addition will cover several products produced all over our country. And this includes the share nuts we're talking about, cashew nuts, processing of cotton, processing of cassava, processing of oil palm, and even in our mineral sector, recently the Gold Board signed an agreement with Gold Coast refineries to start processing 1 ton of gold every week for export instead of exporting the raw gold bullion. I
want to take this opportunity to thank Team Ken for the wonderful work you've done. We all admit we work hard. At God's time is the best. He knows what is good for us. I know most of you are dejected. You have to keep your spirit up, because once we have life, we have hope, we have everything. So don't be dejected. And the advice I give is, I have taken it coolly, because in politics, you can win, you can lose. Anytime I speak to you guys and tell you, we can win, we can lose, so win-win. But I'm a veteran politician, so I know. I've gone through several defeats, and therefore I cushioned myself and expected the worst. And the worst has happened. But the worst doesn't mean that is the end of life. So keep faith alive. Yes. And be happy with the outcome. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? So I'm pleading with all of you not to do anything. We have to stay calm. We believe in the party. The delegates have spoken. We have to take it. That's the advice I want to give all of us. But with what is in store for us tomorrow. So especially Team Ken, the good work that you've done. President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member will show down. So, Mama chasing me agent. I'm not going to shut them. What do you embassy? What do you embassy in your embassy? Yes. Me challenge the President Akufo at any time. Show down in this country. President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member will show down. So, Mama chasing me agent. I'm not going to shut them. What do you embassy? What do you embassy in your embassy? Yes. Me challenge the President Akufo at any time. Show down in this country. President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member will show down. So, Mama chasing me agent. I'm not going to shut them. What do you embassy? What do you embassy in your embassy? Yes. Me challenge the President Akufo at any time.
Yes, say yes to the positive opportunities before you right now that God has given to you. Certainly, there are many situations in which saying yes is not the appropriate response. But don't let that very fact dissuade you from ever responding in the very affirmative. It is, if it is, of course, necessary for you to say yes. Do you believe in God? Say yes. Do you believe in the fact that the platform is the #1 radio show rolling in Ghana? A large. Say yes. And do you believe it will create a safe haven for the country Ghana to benefit from the services that we are rendering? Say yes. That's right. Your friend me soldier. Say say nipa any dia to anim na ye kosa. Ebusa akase ane. Mau ane nya ane debi nya debi. Pempi na ane no. Na yes no. Ya na eno na ye hia. Na se Ensesa okasa de anka. Demo ensesa okan yes say yes. O maybe ya na kasa yes. Asantima be ko nim kasa yes. O 2472 nkwaso nana. Ya me nhira ne yesre de ma da. Ye ko anim family na hyase. Ye bedwene Ghana ho. Ye Angelo #1 network LED Ghana ne bia. Enche Justin Kodu abeba homa no so. Ye ne be kasa bon komo kakra. Na ya hwe kakra. Obetimi edi aboae. Na ya hwe on a different line. Now yetimi edidi nkomo on a different line. And I say in a different area. Then you air connected to your friend is saying ye jumedi a ye die ene a ebetimi edi aboa o enti kosomo ofidi ena ha
in this country, President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member.
96.1 the platform. Another quad the soldier near Nana ya kan obi ne nam. Sansuna Christopher watwa bibia de ato. Your Facebook no so Facebook ewo wan kasa phone o yusu so a 96.1 no ye da so fili gadochi betimi de wadwena man aye nyina nante ye kan no aka no a kire wadwena fa ye kama Yebeka sadia fa MPP Osunu Kokroko. Omati omu hu anima akwakoye. Wamo Congress kesiye etimeyi okunyini a dachen ye kotoa ba onu bekura Frank Andiama MPP Osunu Kokroko. Na ekwa so asundweme na nkame ma ke omde a kama mo 99.9% conduct no said omu ye bibia transparent bibia da hof ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne wini ye wo mo mlusu ye no so bia giatum complain bia ma sabe entontom kura ngu no nipa akwa kopra ho Justin Kodua wa homa so ye ne opanyikase oye chief scribe no bon komo party kase Osunu Kokroko no obianum se ne funumade asanteman kumasea na omadua no nti ene ne kasa na fe asedam ene kakra wo kan de che delegate ene MPP Osunu manyina Justin Kodua mami twa prese na memo akwaba ema Angel Sources here platform
Nana medase na mefa akunya weso na machia eti for susu nyina
yema motrinkwa
yo eti so das
now the trinkwa sam so akwakoma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia amaye
yo beti
Ghana for empo de ensusu no matima ya mapem bokopa akrawo anyo nye nanu a otumfo adaroma ne nyansam otimi hu from akakra kogu ho a na ka chese ho de enye na so mutimi kwoto aba ema bibia successful Ghana nyina Mahmoud Bawumia ewini de na woka osoma etio
yo na said o kaya no menya akwanya ba o fidie so na fidie no so wo asante mem no na mebu mu ase na yenyina ya di nyina sebi na putse ne do ene na kwanche nyina ka ho ana yemunya no so futupa maya bibia na isha so na so ya consider na menya so at the touch
sa
sebi adinina no ina mese fasida ene ayeye mane ti asida kesi asida pc bi o ha na nesisi mo na badaye mo otimi ekra MPP ma abato ekoto ye na sede o kai no na nipa bi esusu se ebentokwa nipa bi kwa ba bontin se omanya bibi chire bi se moja bi fiegu
ya no masofo yi
ene se bibre na so ine nipa kwa na nyame akwa na so nyame no a ye di ho to no so no twa ma bibia ko so asundwe a ye bebo ye party fo nyina abato se nyina ye hye ho din na ye adwumaden na sabi bibia ko so asundwe mu na maka sa adwe nyina so na mefa akunya weso na yada police force as ye IGP enra mu se one na pamfo no mo menhia fefefe waya de adwuma waya no aso ye nipa na baso the electoral commission was baso paso a bia ko so asundwe maybe no sabi central for me yimu fu manyi kuti kan se kama meti ameka pamfo hu se da de ne yefa ade ne ko so asundwe nti musoma ya de pa na sa no ma ye hu na e ko so nyina no adisia ne nsu ya MPP part no yesua ne yehu sebi enye yede se ofre me onye me kasa se na secretary of opposition party kamenya na kewa bem eno mebi koso a sebi anye Ghana for the entity ene ye opposition na se achi ade so mbuye na yaso so no ma hwegu a ana ofise ti yesua no ma bebre se no ma course 2024 bembo ba kof ankotoaba na nipa be 2 million omoto aba ma 2020 na omanto aba 2024 no ina na ese no ma ya bebo ama 2028 omo nsampa no ma bia ankoye ni ndebie before buy no sa no ma ni na MPP yefu edi kampa kese na de bonefen apart sebi omo adodo na koto abom ye party for nense mo kan se Obu okra also beso bejina polling station executive. Ye form beba ye man bi. Obu wa esi ebeto aba no nsia obokọ esi ato aba na wie. Polling station wa bedru ha. Bi na aja to money ase. Obu also beso ba constituency bejina isema ne ngina bi. Enti emu se ye ya wono aba fi enko ko bubu fo omokwa nkoto aba no. Na se bi party a pa kensie honipa a wo mo won chen ebi ko abuofu ebe not na kotwem ahowa be kan
Eyasemo
tie ko presidential primaries we no na ya wi ata so se ehye ya ede ebufo beba ene anommo bi ebetu a emma enkofo ebo ndoso na se ede titemu beba de sa no manye be ye free akwam. And they say, it may make sure that the Brunei can elections be free, fair, and transparent. The committee, you or more national party, no more Kasai, actually, almost say, Ian Kamonche, Ian Chairman de Munya, Nelson, so, and by the Mamma Monshosno, Moon Yin Sebeya, Ubia, Obidiano, or Kona Ni Ukra, or Becas O, about to near fair, not party for Semina Abotre. And the process in album, yeah, by album, better about to be a man soon by the kind of album. Was meeting, was the album, young farmer. And the near asthma's name out, Nancy, a album in album. Oba Bambo once a man. Elections committee, the Kushia police force, there be asthma's more from a rep on town, in any police phone Kushia, Yen, she said, Sebea, Obiabo, the Ocoso. Electoral commission, Queen meetings, Obia find a rep and in your quadrans, your cooperative ballot papers, or be asked by the county. No more common now, which you want to said the Gume Quadia. Lessons no, a better prayer, and I said, we ain't no be a casa boy senior. And it's a quarter about memory day, a chomia, Namia dum, a question via one tip basabasa or baby, and tea. A bobo munipan numsabaso, say, Omunia so a dim raso. Na do dim kunum so you about me so say abona baso na me mate and so me ka asem
ka
MPP ni bi anti ase se aba so Saturday no enye December 7 2028 about 20 akwakoto afena party no ye beton yetwani a iraba me a yeyi no ama Ghana fo nyina so na ye yanti ase se ye fuma bako yanti ase se bi MP na di nkunim na ekoye se iraba me na enya na omo na omudi na chi eba betwetwe se bi omo ndi nkunim ekitaafo eba be yoma yakayaka de eba be sesro ma se bi abato de na vote ye bako otu vote ye bako ene de dodo ende kodi tumi e de wow se bi iraba me na support na wodi nkunim no se Sam Newumiamo, said no with the other aspirants, yeah, or Moyano. Which me tons are from, say, I need never so. In a party for the day in a caucasia that 2028, and they near to opposition. Say, be in first class opposition for and a second class opposition.
So ye general secretary,
so by so much more for our party or
power.
Sir, didn't idea in no. Ese de ons na yehu se ese kabum ye kan obia bum na sabi mpakwa wo nya kra no ye fa nem nkofo nya nka ho na ye esura de iraba mia me that day to ye bobo resource na ye tisro nyina no ne me kasa dinner me ye nya be kabum ni no nyam nya be to na mon ba ko me bia mo me be to kasa akwa na ise nkran SAS na ye part na committees e betete aprabo ebobo nyina no ye no ya de be sabum te be ya MPP bit ma fa to ma perfra ya dom it's asun jasam da munya se bo atun cost kama
very well na turn out na de na I dey more appreciate
so far so good the course bia no ni so far.
Very well. Me how? Mo badwuma. Said me kind of percentage score am the A class. my Juma Pa, is other political parties, Munianum NDC. Obviously, Omyam Beshimu Pao, some of the Mahmoud Baumia Esaba, and Debiana.
There's a better myself more. If we in the moment say, I'm national chairman, you're a city theatre canta, a Jaboya Basu. See, I don't say Danasi. Yet to clear norma. Yeah, you know, we best say, come, yeah, share norma, Nameboa, a share norma need we are 2028 now in the campaign of Kosovo.
Many thanks. Mamina say, General One, say what to me at Chensum Fico de Amasantimai. Justin Kodia and Akasa Sisia, how I saw that MPP for Munina Masio, General Secretary for the NPP. Said your Mako to Abano, made him say NDC for Ebeko Jadi Yankakra. A good Tiana, Buanas and Casempa. Oh, I did not Antontum Krango. And a house fly crab. And Kofona ya di America kwenti nyala. Wa munko sian MPP. Say ya di MPP baba ye institution of events primaries. Say ne conduct ne ade no. West Africa Tinubu mu nyina mo masuan. New Patriotic Party of Ghana. Come learn them now. They sabi do election proper, no violence oh. MPP they did well. And no dey o ye den o ta kwadu okura be in hon. Adwuma no mabo amaye kama. Ne do nyame ase. Letter commission for so ye adwuma. Where dey menye sure say obi beka say maame no onye competent omunyi no. Ko fast mabo. Omubo adwuma. Said na general secretary no for MPP can also obo omo abaso pa isi ade. Eno kra mo ye adwuma no kama. Na post for the omo ye ade a sabe o score mo so ay 100%. Ombo ban no yire bibia ma MP for abato no. Boko baby anamanfo esuro pa no eho eko din nyame ne dan sanse okra ba kopɛ ye hwe no ho a ebi kwa na wo ye me yiri bia metuma ware no kwa kama yire ho na na yakɔhwe no ana sa na etie obi a yo bibibi nti oyonko da no da ye ko yanim 30 minutes after 2 ye kasa ye expect lawyer 10 crime ofia ha senko beba na obe kana dwene onam kwam a oba so oba obe kire na dwene sita ewa haj sita on the party ni nyanko goyi de obeba NDC so munim ni obeba mama time no exhaust nti omunim de obeba utietie form de o mose sie du nkatia na beba saa na ebi kan saa na ebi kan na no kwa na me kwa me ka say obi ti say muntaka say oba e nice we are gentlemanly nature. The conduct ne said your boy Juma MPs ne nobody in Ghana. Ebia na asan so watching ebetimi na amache ne dia. Woni size. Ipa bi say no de ne ba. Me wa me ho beto me. Me de me pede boy Juma mo my Ghana. Na the MPP for ye me so bia kosua de ho. Mon ko no mon kire mo. Pen and paper. Anasa bia flip chart bi ne bo ho. No more. Say kwa de bia competent no. Screen so na ye yi de kire. Oma ya adwuma no kama ma anye ne ya ka ebedi mu atame beka ka ebe horomo ma ya ma etima ya kama yedie said the NDC General Secretary one a obeye chama one na da ache omu kirem so oba no wabo ma baso no de na je se bibia ono de ono se de bia na ozu efie nyansenti no enya anko beka kiro ye be koso aka Ghana sesam se de city FP MPP ato aba ama atodwa Angel FM ne Pure FM Angel TV ye ka bomu enuafo family edi presentation ema de course bia no wo mo na etie wa brochire Ghana ha ne ba bia no enya bibia fa sa analysis kakra ye ne niam anyina no mo tie ase pa nti we de ene da ho ye ho ase ne nyame ase pa so ma ya sa ahoden no abatu MPP for eto ye no omko wie no na che se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia former vice president as I say all press obesa biem enya 110,643 and representing 56.48%. And the no challenge in Kennedy a compre a Japan toss a Kenya 46,554 and no eco 23.76%. Yao Brian a champon Kwau Abetifi this year, former Agric minister, Obabe National Security Boss, Class Minister, and I feel name Obaye Agric no. Na Oguso Abetifi for MP 36,000 unyaye 303 and we 18.53. And I feel Dr. Ya Osedu Chumso enya 1,999 1,009 ekakake 1 na kan de ni 2,000 kikabo mu percentage no nya 1.01 eno no ana kwabena J Japan enya 402 eno 0.2% na je de esiye eno no na ni nyina no total valid vote cast no 195,901 ena de omo eto ya na sebi enwa yeso ana sebi a anye ya amfa koma rejected no manya ntum no eno kra twa kwabena Japan de no eno 561 rejected 561 na just de ekoto dwa no na de omo ye no ekoso asundwa sisia bia nim sikasa na ete ende oyede asa entasuo nko anante na wa frem se memra memeto aba mekọ na meza kofia mede ma no kopem da na moja ba me ne me yere ne me ma yatafre ana ende ese o wuyi bi ba ende oyede ya ti hono de ba kan so kwa oni boy no extra ne sampa Brian Champon sikabon a wote otietie mu na otietie de koya kwa for na ke mafia na bat bibia koso Mahmoud ba me de na minim so be we cause can say yama force ne kasa 7 no wa onim do bia ya na gbogbodam bush no body squad kakra wa tutu bomb bibia mane nkofo na refi ne daach ho no ne ade na kuntia ne yi pa do bia na say oye adwane numa boroso me woska ba o mia ba be ye deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana otwaska o kan onom so otwaska fofra ye yusu ye no na obi otwaska ne wa wo ska no wudi bi wo fi sanke ka de wo ska hwan nke wo ska wo de tanfie na sisi wana ana mos we nya me na meka hwan na beka wo de fa etro na dwene ho nti ya ben mi wo ska no de next time wo ska won say Brian Champon West Africa nyina ho ukokwa wo a on the biggest hotel any night club obi ekra fa me amachi de ne few other guys na ekobia no ma no ya Brian o ehye no to hwe do yes sudwene sa me was gas no hwan enye easy ya bokagu Ghana #1 radio show awie pia wo ho ma opipia wo ho ma ndisi ne MPP CPP no pia independent and to do adwene ba de adwene be ka ho na answer na sita haj alaje papa bi wone dache hene ba konso a obia penasem na najei we popular choice ba kono no ema bibia coordination oya de for the new patriotic party no o coordinate kwa no akwane aba no oya de pa enti na najei ni sita ne ade se de mo komonim no se ba se mo parties no eye offices ne ade a modaroma mo enkonko hunu nkofo mbema mo eni papa ede aye dan no Venus Furnace roofing sheet for no en chense pa ede dance no de organ ayo mo a afi ma ama so be project bebrebe megidi di na project awoba be ni nyina no Venus Furnace roofing sheet nti dan no so a bebobobo esku adan no ne baby ebobobo dan so nyina market ahodo obeye no Venus for and the bomb sasa yewo #1 the whole Ghana the whole BNTM Venus Furnace roofing sheet open yema bodan so let us know what one nyina bi open self lock SL modern self lock and I say Euro tiles industrial deep trough any step tile and steel structure system ceiling and wall joint ala moye #1 Venus Furnace roofing sheet Venus Furnace roofing sheet and chancing papa pao ni fie ni ho ene niema ye de bodan so nyina wodi wani kohwe wo maso ye asokore mampo a eye Trade Winds Company nanimu a na ye Venus Furnace roofing sheet no ye ho ye ton niema mo pese mo ye contractors ana mo ye contractors real estate developers any agent ahodo a mo so mo tonton adansie ho niema no aha munyina sorry no muni ade mosque bebia ebesi adan na yedi ahye nyame animonyam ne ye ho no na 0501 ene ne ye fro 0501 549 796 echo 2 Venus Furnace roofing sheet ne money bi 0501 549796 eno ene 050 1549797 na on set mi akan bibia ye kama edru wiring na emontra tropical cable and conductors won se wusi da na edru wiring na ya na energy commission for no money kun ho pa sanse ho ni ba bia wanhwe ya edi ja hye beba se opebre mu o ye mompa ye se adeboni bi be fafie na se bi company bi a bie ana bibia shop bia mu wo nyame ma empire why meja bia nkoto ba bia na ye mpese jabeto wiring no menya tropical cable and conductors Mr. Santi so tie mi afi be si dan taxi driver Eda tropical cable and conductors no akoto bi na e kama wo bia daba ni ba kwa ye fe no OP upon so tie mi tropical cable and conductors obi ma musika sa monkoto cable ni sa conductors e de ye wire na fa koto tropical de bi na aboa no sa wo pe 1.5 2.5 4 8 12 16 eye tropical no na ye best tropical cable Yemfre 0244 015 578 Yesaka oma bibia dadin Yenim ni yeko platform no so na wo na eye Angel Rock na ye denam ansa na meka Angel Rock no ye odansie hu de Easy Paint no pebi na tu cotton anasa pebi na to me ana meka say mostly ye accounts no ye ade bi ana emfedi mu enye odo se obetwan ma obi bewu no be penti fie se ye ba be yabusu apa ni to park fo ne notorious biage fo no sa dwemfi no munyi fi mutim penti da no entwe se obi bewu nya sa dia wo bewu no makoto penti ye Easy Paint e dia be penti fie o me modua o koto Easy Paint enya sa dia wo nkasa hwe obet wo twan am obi na nwu no akoto Easy Paint da bi nyame ma obi anya nkwa o mo obi akwa na o mo obi sika no nkoto Easy Paint Easy waterproof ultimate solution in protecting your home from all sort of leakages and of course water damages na just say oku anima no afi e besi dan o insha Allah ekwa bia so nyame ma sika kuri aka de ana kuri o sika no he de akraba adwuma de ye be akra na ye adwuma ye pa hode aye na de anti rock mesa no na ye adwuma no wonso nipa bia be adwuma no pa ene ko say 24-hour economy no wontia se ko betia se o eno kre wo be ya wia edu na juga sa o yire beto mo ya adwuma na wontia se eye 24-hour economy de nam wo ya wia emebe mo bi anadwo no aye be kwa ma ha be ma obi na waye na e kama enti ahode ade ya adwuma me ma no o se mahamade no o se wa boss de no adwuma bia ya adwuma krono na enya adwuma papa Angel Rock Mesa ebe me ya ahode ade ya adwuma no entini mo adwuma ye ma etua ye kai eye Angel Rock Mesa na na de ye oba so a woni ahoden no so obenya ahoden na ye yi na ye oda ye yi na ye oda ye eyi na me kan wase no sika mpa rough so 3 na eye ye na senya oda na just problem oba de me nsa me ye be ode Angel Rock Mesa nti ye yi a tesa ne ye yi ni ebu adwuma nkasa no sexual problems wo ya o ye ena mo a sasabro awoyi ba na ye problem no yenya Angel Rock Mesa ne bi ma Angel Rock e drone de ye o eye too much na nyame be koso ehira director pa ato ne nkwanam da wo Yesu Kristo di Angel Rock di mu bomodra ye mpia sa yare ahoro ne sa niema ha nipadua no pile pa koko be ma bu akotu bu nsa koko ye yi sa de afiri ho a na je za ho ato eno ye Angel Rock Mesa aha no bna ene ye de aye wokọ drugstore bi bia be fa bia safe plus no ne ade amo heman monko mo na mo se mo pa bia tu akoton na na yawo for ni hwe Angel Rock Mesa na ko anase Fred 0244 true 0244 71 92 30 down saka empanyina omoton Angel Rock Mesadon. My men san fama obiem 0244 71 92 30 now saka empanyini Sansuna Angel Rock line on enie bakunie 0244 18 66 12 Angel Rock number 1 na just on saka ya bibia ye 43 after 2 yanim ne ye de eko Ghana sesa ne ye hwe aka ne ye bomodran sa obedi ya namo achi ye kwa ye be binya kwa ka bibia fo na say ye bisa say eto hwan na NDC fo nso nkoyi ne mefesi Mahmoud Baumia enka minyanka ye bisa na ka ye bisa nana ya se ye misa o kire se ye misa ye bisa o ewo angel so sabre ya say fa phone na frɛ 02466 77 566 NDC phone ko yi hwan me fesi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 2028 because MPP4 epuna konya no de amana say Mahmoud Baumia na enkomo omo ato abawie minim de wo pɛ no busa hwan na NDC phone ko yi no emefesi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia party ketekete de amen form nya calculation om de ya na ya ben om de form sika kwa kopen confirm ben yen ye ko enum hello good afternoon sika bero ana
obi na obo na chi
amen
maybe anka meta mi se nko mo fa sami jemfi anka enyi o mo fenfina mu
o mo fa sami jemfi emefesi no
sami jemfi ba de nko mo
okay sano obi hono ase sami jemfi ba wo betimi ayi Baumia hwo o pe hwan hello good afternoon
I'm Pastor Jamal and I'm the master.
Jamal bibia wako ye bisa why na NDC phone fan
NDC ne we ne go dia o nyenye de ne mano
e kana sao
we da ko yo dia o ben ne aja Baumia ala ko na o ka se porque Baumia no yo dia o ben ko wita pa ko blega na
o se
era o Baumia no yo dia bank of Ghana nto kete kele
me man ka bibia o meti keka se keka ne saa de ya
ko blega na
me tio
NPC ni awo pre 2023 wa parliament speech awo ka sa wanya o 2008 na na ga ko Baumia no ko ta ko Baumia de ko di ba o se ko ni ko wa ya ko no yi and you mind Ghana or the vice president because and you can
I would travel kwa na me kasa bia ken se no ya boase na odwana no bisa se mi oska no ke bia be kwa ho e bi kwa na ba o mia oska me nim ni sika wo ero de ma me kasa hello Pastor good afternoon
Pastor me di ya asman shehu ni kasa fra so ase wala mu takan tia
o hine boko de
boko
yeti
ya especially me kan se yan wutuma de stepra wanda bitini ani ba mia apishi ba mia so no onu bia de ni baba no o me to position de 6 years
e de o kana sa o we sure sa
wuni mu no se ye ndisi e kasa ni mu adia ye before so ye ba e wanye nyu isa abaka si ye yituma amadoburu se a mu kero isha la o mu no position de 6 years
many times mamena say wa alaikum salam ye ko enim obi an ka bi wa na hwe voice of the people why na NDC for edene ba ebe bo mu na comfortably o matimi awini aba anya sa Baumia anya yize sa o ni hwa ehu Baumia hwa ehu hwe ko for penasam hello
Nana Darkwa the soldier pancha me se Darkwa wa sama o kan ye no
Simon Kongo
pompa ai ayo no me do do so am magazine se de wa body ma me se o so be ni ho that ma me chia ye pen fo ni to research kama e na me cheri de secretary awo no so etina konya so e we ti se o de pen be san se o na original secretary ba chamfo na honorable Sadat ana me an kasa me chama in share so afaya ono so e board mo kejetia na awie ye wo bi say NDC ye new bia NDC party and the face Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP for ko you know and say ye duma pa ye and into ye say your point is obi bia say baby wo ye duma bia ma woni na ho na ye duma so wo ye duma aboa wan ka so and come say wo kwa pesika to oma any of bushafo who there to the party no na 2028 abatwe ye kokotu no John Draman Mahama when you mabala boss to bet any party I the be you be when you the Congo the patako of Bia or be party no onona for the to for the media nimemse nyankopon kura prangu
na gode babana mame na so ana fe yento so ha wo fide ndem se eda angel pe 96.1 eni wo ma obia o eda tadaroma o se o ma Ghana nyina o ma Santema obia north south east and west hello Bacho ohene ye mo adwo ase mo ha
taxi driver
it's you
FFC company
that's right
NDC for the omo en kasano munu no mo so le why omo ilo no mo so le ni say mahama wo mabie mu da en se me ne yanka e say mahama ye and oh Ghana also and to me ya chaka ba we had there or the day okay 2020 in the road here to start the body on the hi
I salute you taxi driver I salute you also aka na dwene obia kabina yenko hwan na NDC for edene ba ebe fa mom sanse ba omia opon bibia oni hwan hu na hwan sa ya kono hello
Darkwa
ohene Chancellor na say. Hello, Chancellor.
Yeah, Chancellor the no can say. Now, young NDC for the
Oh, Chancellor, then I can hear clarity of voice.
No, Darkwa. The say NDC for, and yet anybody hear you. Now, yeah, if you say, not dollar 17, and 11 thereabout. It will get a man 7 and 6 most of the crime beginning this and maybe if it's a number 4 and will be the 5 you will call 17 then Saba all the United have for you man I just say Anna you want to saw another query now taxi or driver no what can I chat 10 that's a nobody chat 5 that's a crime beginning this and maybe
that's right. Also, I can say more. I was saying this. Juma Mobile no, and a better modachi. So someone so inkumpa. Hello. Good afternoon. Couch and I saw my wireless no from Gakra. O didn't be our no. Jacob, it's you. I dance for me now.
Because NDC here, and not you can do now. We're coming on here. You say, what is it? And quite and now go today. Yes, sir, so can you give over balance and yes, you see. Yes, I see you from that. I'm in here. I'm over
okay, General Mosquito. Honestly, be a very experienced medium say omo de say do nketia banka me ndisi nyanka pepa sanso no mo de mutaka banka pepa ezeno say mo de na sheba bi safe sa me feel no oyo bant me come feel no too much na kwaye SMP but me feel no yere me ho kana kra meka ezeno ta me feel no ya kwa anim 51 after 2 Angelo Jennifer Ochida kuma bia obi ama me chiao mama we show speedy recovery that's right bia obi mama we show pa Dr. Kwiamu akumba bia obi so obebo adwuma bi edeboa Mahmoud ba obi campaign kofo bi so mo ebo abaso yie papa ene omo ka ho yen sebre ba be di nkomo lawyer ten crime aka kakra bi no awuram ha naso sabe empanyi na di kan wa ha no ense se me ma omotena ho sa keke omo nyansa ni no mu ni die no ombe kan bibia me yensu asua bibi afi omo ho haj sita e ofia comrade eye NDC o ye communicator ba kon wa bin yi pa regional communication team member Ashanti region ha and afi Nana J and so MPP na fa coordination omokoto aba no wo bre Nana me ma utrin first of all Mona makoto aba
Major Seminia
Haj Sita Bamenchao
Major Seminia
most of my class mbusu afi MPP ho.
You don't learn from them, they rather learn from us. Yeah, pace setters. I say I call prime minister what nobody is saying say now were you expecting to come back one?
But some said I say maybe me could say them all.
Mark was signing peace pact. So you are binded by what you have signed. Naka kokun. Oni wa na kokun.
Anyway.
Dabi ka penny oni wa na ebekun. From day one it was obvious the whole thing was arranged in favor of Baumia. And we know that Baumia was going to win. From day one. This are not
was arranged by who? The whole thing was it from the one?
From the now when you said in 1992. Do you know the reason why the MPP boycotted Parliament?
So
mono system no. That time no. We say na ye top presidential we and sana ya ba top parliamentary. What's the point now say? And after 1992, almost say they don't agree to that system simply because when as a president and son about top parliamentary the possibility say they be winning high no or they be winning more parliamentary seats high
but we need him honorable mamene Maxi the car dealer emon komo ono the camp of Maxi mechao present eba jumedi so.
Oh, then you have blue.
Now, who number called here?
Number called year.
That's right. Ghana for 8 year platform angels. So, minimum they are all kind of
what's about there?
About election of their course. So, outcome, no, I don't know. Minister be now volunteer. You know,
I mentioned is at here for. Na mentia osoma yoku kese na mentia Tim King for nyina nyamisha omni adwumade a omoye de boa no omaya de pa bacteria there I say about trouble be am I kind memory be but delegates also I say they almost a Thomas and omoye it be there say ko e bia ya giatum e wa supam.
Okay. Now my crowd say money Dr. Mahmoud Baumia uncle for be can boom no matter marketing no e dey boy MPP.
Hello.
If a campaign or babeye any name of babeye say more MPP from best must try na must about power no. My crowd say money be can boom my adwuma nkasa.
Oh, say papa na honorable Kennedy the children so no to support to the amano. The most of the support the man had to move to the any problem we are. So be about the unity. Maybe we are now hold on the banam.
Yeah, money time we say bibia koso 13 boni bia nsi. One kasa so monitoring sana angle na mu niam.
Oh, we are edikano meda Ghana police has especially IGP. The way I was here in India, because we look at some police man grew up na pekeke. So once we let's see we just we what I'm a lot about we are now more Asante Regional Police Commandant so any operations just say also you are there by be a monitoring by be a the Asante Regional ya anti be police are there this is going there
ne kwakwa can be trust from MPP for
oh kakra can say from promo and there I did a toy and I boy and tour and bottom of me born and tour it's the total delegates now someone say Dr. Man and I copy in Dombasa and I call it's a Jumadina message or more than Omonia they do 2028 I saw a party among
you better say pa Sabria Maxi the car dealer team connected or a member sir Kennedy for no or can who be pa Maxi the car dealer no yeah then I say MPP for to my baby yeah postmortem analysis saa de course no na ye ho analysis kakra hwe eno ntini ato nsa fra omo so omo ben yi pa na omunum de efa saa ma yesemi ho na omo e kire omadwene na se de meka sita na na ko kasa na no ewa ha opanyin ba ko a meka so beba ampa ba lawyer God love AJ Tenkrine ye better na in the first place oje penene angel team no be ye adwuma that day na ye de coverage na air ma no niema koso yi pa kama obo no modin yi okasai no be bia nam say the angle of analysis na ekono na nkofon kakra bi nu bi wecha na enyom de ba omuso na yom de na osi bia o lawyer na kan asema wa kan asema wan aden say koyi ma asa na tie an koyi ma obu ana otiko apai de tie bia say MPP say eso mu unite na omutimi ede omwandi so ade hunu breye 2028 na enim lawyer Tenkrine ba lawyer first of all that's it Nana that's why I appreciate effort in your way boy
that was once angel dey say me fear no
e wa so di mutwe dey
yes that and nko fo bi hu mo ya mo say me wa hawia omo aso obia hwe me bisa feza mo na mo nyina obia say na me dey wa hawia
jai dey wo ye bia
na say mo also wa mama police surprise na michia bebra NDC communicator nene MPP
communicator bo no bo na bo shegu ya ambassador say be repeat wo ya mal guys opera kwa do bo
na ma me sha say Maxi de Cardilla asemi odi wie I think say many angene o kan o say so mo ye adwumaden no mo make sure say 2020 oh yeah MPP ni ba no ken enti on ka say say ye adwumaden not to say enti na me chere enti me kai no say adwumaden na so no ka ho bi ana me nyadwe because the leader Kennedy Japan I can clearly clearly so tie ni leader there the leader was so emphatic say massa there is nothing like no can no vote. Let me be frank with you. The concession speech of Kennedy Japan is one of the best speech I've ever heard from him. I'm telling you. Especially the one now Okaya and San Obeko MPP headquarters was one of the best I have ever, and I'm placing it on record. Se saka sani bi no kasa ya nke bi anka results no be hun kakra.
You know what in said no kan ya this.
Oh, number 1. Obi okasa no obi kra ye yenti ase no care no vote. O ha no dane no. It was not part of what he was saying. But the try assume now no say no. Nobody should say no care no vote. Oti ase and that and then yenwi ni a enkwa bebre we nim exactly and that was the best. I mean I'm saying that ever since this campaign started here from the two main contenders the concession speech is one of the best I've ever heard from him. And so Oya supporter, you should learn from him. And Natoshi was behind him. And Natoshi was making gestures, say yes, we all have to be together. And that's a sign that Muamudi Nechino, do you cry more than the bereaved? Oh now Dinechino. Oh no didn't who say Yanya Jumadin. How do you go and say Samedia Minya? And you're not just a no Nipana and Nechino or Kasa Unti. So you'll be influential amount there. Or Kasa Uti. But he has told you that this is a big family. And Akujana toy and a prepare. Yeah, let's all come together. Are you getting me? Do out here now Kwabijina Kennedy Chiwusu. I'm say an investment is a neo.
Sooner the idea.
Oh, you see,
Miss Edra, me a Bassa fan. Quite on fast of Robo, Remaded Robo, and Rossi saying,
last minute penalty. I miss Manu 2 years. Manu 92nd minute. Manchester United. But Nyamia do 94th minute na me mesre.
Oh, United
pa.
Which doesn't collapse afa na ba more.
Say you hear ibia. Enti mesre Maxi de Cardilla say mesre no. Ye nyina enye adwumaden. That's the statement I want to hear from you. Say mistake me say kasa de obi kasa otimi ye mistake in here. And I know say omu nyina de komapa. Na na ye bebo MPP for abaso. As I said, maybe na meet you.
Na
meet me braso fi NDC or can say and I agree with him. Say efia die. Uni aya de ayi ntwa ye honko. Me na can answer see efie ntokwa ye nko ne te sabontin so. What I say it is na kai within themselves. Nti ye nyese obi ekontokwa. So it was not even expected say obi bewu ana obi bekun.
No. The sound say fake prophets no. and come on almost
Nana.
Back when I'm so can say
Obibechi too. I saw the video. Obibechi too. Obibechi say yes. I mean, but I don't think that was the expectation of anybody. And the Danyamias so say very peacefully. And I thank God say all the 5 aspirants have pledged their support to say Omwebua the winner no. This is what we want to see. Edu and this is we also send an awokano. You be expecting someone to be the same thing. Because at the end of the day, these 2 major political parties, Asumdre Oma, Asumdre Ogana. Anytime there is no peace in one of the parties, you know. Yes, because whether you like it or not, 2 parties will control Ghana to minim ebeche. And if you make a say everywhere in the world, you know, it's controlled by 2 parties. Any major maybe third force in a by any generation.
So you can say more Green Party.
It can't be
green one. Major parties none winning.
And let's come back to Impenyifoni B to say Dr. Baumian Kasane statement. Very also reconciliatory. I mean, the folk about Debako can woman manage by discipline. Yes. That was Adebako can manage said discipline should be the hallmark of the party. And I don't know about drink. So now we actually the who say MPP party no now say in discipline kakra yakum. And probably to be to the fact is said chairman Nankasano no niho. And now we say Chemabute is down acting. And now said near man shed that structures no and said that and so I was happy so I said discipline so ebeba. And Ghana for any MPP for no. I've said it. The Saturday Mekai, they have shown say they always want leaders that will talk in a way that will show humility, that will show compassion. Well, this is their it is their own problem. Many sure say it here now. Ubisa minu and this ni na ubisa MPP ni obeka cho say.
Na sabi akwa say yeah me family me yerko obeti onti. Ye na eni ma peka krei. Oni oba ko kasa na sabi me yire otie odi a nyame bia na wantie me da nyame ase. But ye na enim ema communication ye. Nana Jesus show na wo bia aben untrin kopa ba bra ko na udi na tam sister wati ko papa me pe how o pa de na fini ho enti he o papa nya nje director ko to do 2 years o papa na nje director
say empanifo baby pro mu bu say na ano brebre o e ma bato enti sa so obi kra bu fu na oba be ye obi bi na o ka chance o mira me show facho me dey facho exactly we dey senior we dey me facho o say na o yiro nsem bebre so a ye boom so what you say but nana there is one thing I've been hearing and it started from I think say MPP for no to abaniwe you know. I've heard comments of but we had the easy tax for the NDC and then
easy tax.
I mean anybody who say that you know I don't know whether it is supported by facts and figures and I say just emotional and, you know, and it is up to them. Meaning wow be fan say but we are easy candidate biano. It is up to you. But it depends on 2 things. Omoankasa MPP for how they are going to conduct themselves from now going in terms of Segana for who say there's that unity and peace. Number 1. Then NDC no ruling government, you know, on one performance and also so a betre NBC. And to sit outside and just say, oh, Baumia see dada. Nana, I can tell you from 2016 to 2020. President Akufo-Addo had a good will to the extent said now ko kana se bokro obi betimi abo. In fact, me kai se COVID emre no. Na do kasa o TV so a nkrofo timi comment say NDC agu. We the NDC beba bi ma 30 years ago. Meboa. But second term niama nko yiye na esesa no. Ghanaian said no. Na ne ho asabefo no. Anything can happen. Let me tell you NDC. Yes, the dynamics are different when it comes to politics. Politics is not a cut and stone thing say uti achire na hwa odi wani timi ka bibi sa akeke. Single adie ba ko pe betimi asi o man nim na nipa ne nyina adwen asesa overnight obeda sorry no ndwen ho unti ase say na say na nke ye wo popularity. And when it comes to the data
ye call America this year eyes for the omoye no even Republican for the be crash ase a mo e ba no
exactly
ono an support
exactly
e ba no
exactly
na onyanya sa no mo heli no
exactly
ba kwala bi e mo so nko che no in a ramble style niema bi e course no de keka onyina ma all of a sudden they say omoye Grammy kwa one of the guys winning kwa jina statistics or insight bi the tia
exactly. And now when you look at the data yes data no so are from 2020. If you see the data very well, President Mahama has 6 million plus. President Akufo-Addo nya 6 million plus. Now, Osha difference now. What it means is that in any election, so two parties, the likelihood said their base, which is 6 million, high. But 2024, NPP rather got 4 million, and NDC increased 6 million plus. That should tell you, say, on only base been where it is debatable. We bet then it just 2 million in MPP4. That's debatable. Okay. But what it shows you is that these two parties have the numbers a base at point in time no. Se BBNC or party mo as microphone and then or no beto abako. So those 6 million people are there. Se BBNC yeah. So it will be now incumbent on you as a party say obey BBMA floating voters now almost shift outside and we win the election no outside. So it is not just easy. Say of course it's politics. So political strategy will be that Baumia so dom you're rubbish on but the reality
I inclined towards that and say yet Mekai Professor Mills those days now me pen ka crowd kwan bi so na me dinati pa or ye correct because come say you say door to door almost crama be cow crama no almost say door to door
sure
almost na me kind parliament candidate bi so or say me cover the story bi ye call ya I'm for the car piano on say a pine tontum car no mu dwane say I'm slow man so winning
yes
and say a pine tontum
Nana the truth of the matter is that
yes sir Akufo-Addo I'm for can one some say no me be done so
yes it was Akufo-Addo there was very serious
oh really
yes it got
President Akufo bi kan sa for kwa de sabi nyame amoy say president
exactly
can sambia so na nya no
exactly Nana the truth of when I walk on say history a woman nyina no it comes back to the point that in politics Nana in politics candidates grow over time. Their love for the people, it grows over time. As and when people begin to love them. I'm telling you, sir, if you look at Baumia's early concession, he even won the heart of people be a Omantuamba money in 2024. But that singular act of early concession, those people, if you talk to them today, they will tell you, say, oh, I didn't have a pandy and the America Naminim says I not you. Oh, they say Baumiana or Nipapa. You talk to people, they say that. Yeah, and then say to Aba. The NDC will not get the numbers they got. No. You know why? And to Aba, the NDC will not get the numbers that they got. And you know why? The reason is Edu so I bet
sister mama me say increase nominal terms no increase and say be decrease.
And the reason is we are government.
If was to take place today.
Yes, NDC. Yes, decrease. And you senior lawyer
think crying.
My opinion until the only time and then you can do that. Yeah, fine. So let it be my skill. When you get yours,
they come to me now. I say to about baby. I'm not my baby. And I say be na yes sir.
Yes, I'm bantano me there, but I'm not ready for it. So the point is, say denti ameka sa na nana say to about now. We are buying bia now take you over. Your policies, your directions, your laws, via enforcement of laws, affect a lot of people. It may be with a good intention. For example, the demolition exercise in Accra and Tema is a good intention because it's so much and I don't subscribe to that. But to the family, in Africa, every enforcement of law, no, nipa fan is say politically, inti Accra and say to a now. All those whose buildings have been affected, demolition. Sanyemano, a driver for
never be crank out. Say, Galam say, they're no officer be NDC for Baba Sobon and Seneon Soboya.
The first time people lose to you, fantastic. Ain't it Sanyama when you know affected, affecting Crawford to the extent that and Sauka say, oh, Baba, Caesar. My own kind of some man kind of some bacho lawyer with all due respect, oh, that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Whatever.
So my point is, Sanyama Wayne, because from 2008, when President Kufuor introduced the motor court, do you know how drivers voted against the MPP in 2008? Go and check. It was a good thing because at the time, no for say fast high track court or the corner more yet made 1710. They were angry. I am telling you, they are angry. 2024, the NDC was in town. Say you must be Yusu Galamsey fight against the ruling government. Second, I'm so kumbi. It's Oma and Sugan, I'm saying, yeah, quite no. So almost will be aggrieved. Are you getting me? So far, all the sectors, I'll be maybe a good or bad. Cocoa farmers are there because for
and there's I'm expectation say
exactly. So Sanyama when you know Yanyaman getting Kitia. Sa love na no nya no previously no ye to aben na wo nsa nya ne sa biem because onya be dia ban so dia o decision be affect you bi mba cho say na make na say again in 2028 the NDC should remind themselves say enya
Pacho man we are so oba be kan no Mr. oba be kan
2028 you should know say the NDC is going to present a new candidate and in idea bako. And I'm not going to be argument or no. You see, Nipani Kache me say Ghana will track record of the fact they say or repeat it or ma abambia 8 years. And I said yes, you are right. But on ma abambia 8 years because from 92, they use a specific and one candidate for that 8 years. So consistency was there. But Ekobase, there is a breaker. And Okache say, oh, and I said John Mahama in 2012 or be winning. And I'm saying no. John Mahama won, yes, as a new candidate, but remember he had continued the unexpired term of Mills. So he was coming, even though Isano, as a sitting president, and no debate on one term, and no actually do one term no kobaye, and wasa baby. As a new candidate, you are not going to sell the person. And yeah, easy. Nipa Nibanas or company or be company on the track record of John Mahama, not on one kasa. But Dr. Bawumia has been in government before, whether good or bad. I mean, I've told you the last time, or on the positives or on the negatives. Or bet me I can negatives, positives or no na ye. But who new candidates I just refer to President John Mahama. So it is not that simple. My point I'm making dynamics yes and yes simple. There be and it's a party for the purposes of being a party member. You can pride yourself and be happy and say, oh, Dr. Bawumia there, that is fine. But when the reality hits you and when the data is there now, you're analyzing now, no, be say, easy, sir. So anybody who sits here and joke with the candidates of Dr. Bawumia, but when the reality dawns on you, and I'll be remember, I've told you that candidates grow over time. I said it was in this studio that I sat and said, one of the things that affected Dr. Bawumia was the negatives of President Akufo-Addo. And President Akufo-Addo, now man for who say negative automatically finance minister fantastic. And you only fault but say you nipa here or be transfer because at that time when I mantle no it is man. But with time people sit down and now begin to feel like, oh, and money baby will cry, dear crash and 2024 yan to Ambamano. But if he's saying he's a man of his own or by any DNA kind of vision, why can't we try him? There are people who think like that. And so Sani Pa will be people like Ebiane will be cry to Abama in 2024. But in 2028 it will not be the same. So you can argue all you want, you can say all you want, but Obika will say agroniform. We wish the two parties the best. May Obi Omodin Webebi a candidate to Esomotono, whether a Sedun Ketia, Julius Debra, Mami Jane, your friend is saying Muntaka. All of them are, I mean, these are top candidates that will be able to be the president. It is up to the NDC so Omwetono, and then the NPP so beton. I'm going come out 2 minutes being a say almost sell cocoa record high prices globally. Yeah. But Ghana no I'm saying expectation no enyan ruye. Aban no epage no they call 4.2%. Increment for 64 kg of a bag. The aqua is say farmers since November. Cocoa farmers no more kasapa. But our performance of the economy there I say we are very focused to say abana bono modema $7 dear ni I'm a beneficiary of Sania money be economy ye na cocoa fonso omunsi kasema ye basa eko sound ye busati e ho be kan bigger cry nana neatia oh me kwa no say un say me nice kwa so but the point is economy semi a kan ni cocoa for no you have to look at it from a promise made and the reality because owing to 2024 election, there was a promise made to them, irrespective of the factors. That time, analysis be here. Nyane here ne say, yen ya ba, you bet me a certain figure for you. It is to the poor cocoa man who is in the rural area no. Or no, obana went me and found kwa mana. Nana on ma mebusa our analyst de ntia untimi nya yo no hia ne se na nka ba ye no bo sha share ne se odebeko no untimi odebeko but aban no so explanation as to why Matisse Randy Abbey Ebeka, who is the chief executive officer of Cocoa Board, Ebeka said dollar na city na appreciate no is also a factor how minim on the analysis or no here or the Beka the cocoa buying producing companies and also say oh entesa now the Cocoa Board doesn't deal with the farmers straight directly. Purchase buyers 1 for no yes PDC for no yes intino but whatever it is no Bosha abine share no so when Timmy and Fankwa these cocoa farmers will just keep quiet nana to them if it gets to election they will also decide. It's as simple as that. On my demonstration, all to be nyahwe. Enti and make us on one kasa as a government, on any performance will also lead to whether or not obetima ya the 2028 and I want to be nye. Make I na bi ntiase. Say cocoa farmers ye nipa 100,000. Now for so when to am ka na be do election day. No koto abako na obeto amount. Onto amount. What I say? Economy no fantastic. There are some I have questioned some of the things, for example, sustainability of some of the initiatives. But I'm a beneficiary. Make a sure be say, Okoport is here now, Koyika, when you budget and answer because from top baby ane wono above form. When Obi adi answer say above form. But if you should go into the details and ask questions as to how we are able to sustain the dollar rate, these are questions that need answers. That must be asked. Thanks.
Yeah, President Mota no lawyer 10 crown no. What kind some bare facts on the grounds? Inti also a factor. Now they are my idea proven either right or wrong. Now you come on. Where the platform? There's Santimagia tum. Now my Ghana home territory. And no any the platform. Political social platform. Angel 96.1. And no neguso so 90 minutes after 3. More offices. Wa guso chuka. Obia yesrebambo. And in Faso. E oja udi enu edi amount. Nanada kwa the soldier die. Hard sita. What you can charge the class and I was charge. Oh, so can charge. But I was only down on. But when they finish, no, MPP about to know that's none. They say something that you are coming. Yes, quickly now. I said, look at you about a 20 and what was today. I said, this is the time and time now soon. I said, I am Shebia Bana. I'm not more than I am Shebia. My mammy, chair party pharmacy. Mamicha party for my Jibre 80 programming. Now, mention the incoming regional chairman, Yao Isham Alhassan Bonsu, the regional organizer of the party, our Babe regional chairman, I'm a party. No, he's a grassroots person and he understands the work. Otunu Warene Krampa, and they say, yes, opinions are like noses, and everybody has his own. And you know, any margin and me, I'm on the ground, and I don't have any problem with that because from the one now, my whole baby house original, and this is where I stand. Isham Alhassan Bonsu is going to win, whether showdown or not showdown. Isham is going to listen to me. Whether showdown or not showdown, Isham is going to win. The regional chairman is a promotion. I'll promote it. And your promotion. I'm just telling you the reality on the ground. Listen, Nana Kwesi is my regional chairman. I like him. Meaning any problem. Listen. Meaning any problem. I don't have any problem with him. I don't have any problem with him. But the reality on the ground. The reality on the ground is this time is the time for Isham Alhassan Bonsu to come and lead the regional party. The party at the regional level. And you know, whether I say, oh, this side, me, I'm not one of those, per my training and per my understanding of politics. I want to come and sit here and try to talk down on any of the candidate or aspirant. That is not my business. Maybe they may but I'll propagate and tell the people why they should vote for my candidate. Oh yeah, Isham Alhassan Bonsu. That is it. Aside no, me need anything there. Me can't against Obi candidate for because I'm very cool with all of them. I didn't come out yesterday. So why should I come and sit on radio and talk down on them like others are doing? Now, me and hypocrisy. I don't do that. I support Isham Alhassan Bonsu, and everybody has
right to support whoever he or she want to support.
Okay.
So meaning say by the end of this year, no, Enkono, na Isham Alasan Bonsu is the regional chairman of this party. Na mean sign Emboshi and Sankocha chairman Foba Shaba. Sorry. So unim former Swami chairman. Your friend no Omar Said. Dodo no friend no chairman Shaba. What's my point now say? He's contesting for the regional organizer position or stepping into the shoes of Isham. Whilst Isham is moving to the regional chairman, also back regional organizer. And they are very fantastic guys, giving the nod to serve. They will serve diligently to the admiration of Obi or regime. What's my point now say? Inti baby omo Obi ame chia omo. Ame ka chia omo say adwuma no ye no omo. I'm victory aba. Our politics is devoid of personal attacks and insult and insinuations. I'll come and sit here and tell you, going forward, I'll come and tell you why you should vote for these candidates, because I know, say, they are capable of managing the affairs of this region. That is what I'm going to do.
Okay. Yamra issues no. MPP aba omo aba amukotoye. Kakra ye kafa hone de wo so huni.
Only minia, Mammy Castle show. When of cofa analysts, not analysts, no catcher will say, or no, or ye individual analysts. What's my point now? Say, or no, or bad, or ye analysis as to why when he said 2028. One thing as an analyst, now I wanted him to say that every election has its own dynamics.
Exactly.
No. When you was talking, my dean, no election is the same. What's my point now? Say, election be anywhere a yepe, and that is one thing you must know. It is you see certain factors be a who say a bit me aquatia government of the day. Say enona a bit me aquatiana. Why not also tell the people the positive aspect now outweigh that negative aspect no crap which doesn't form the basis.
It's possible.
Which doesn't even fall any basis. Or say one ye bubu dan ewo ye di congestion. Until be affected NDC come 2028. Who tells him say, oh no, Sanko for no more ye bubu more than more people are not me NDC for. The Ghanaian voter is very rational. What the American Ghanaian voter are very rational. And a Ghanaian voter no will share the current condition our home. Who could sit down and see unapproved route. Na ye bua. It doesn't form the basis say anonymity we better about ya aban. What's my point now say? Nipa no obeto aba ma aban no. So obeto amana e woni trim. Want to mana e. Enti aban so ntimi nka say because of say aye bi say ye bubu dan we a ye beto aba tia minti no. Because of that me aban me nko ye den. Me nko clear way no e ma amanfo nye den. Enya access to the Quine. Ubi si quine dancy waterways so. Ubi si quine si dancy a quine mo akasa. And you are telling me say by the virtue of the president municipal I4 no air decongestion inti come 2028 and no be affected aban no. Inti no NDC abano de ebe form by MPP abano de ebe kosro. Look at this logic. The Ghanaian is going to look at his pocket, the condition of womb, the stability. Also, anchor microeconomy. No, the stability I near my womb. At first, now Adriana saying currently, Oton is saying rice, oil, maize.
Now, but mistake NDC Maya and then I make a Muntina one correct no. se mo rice ne mo oil corn na mo se mate so mo de ya bo bebrebe nyina no wo mo ton ade na mo ton no kesiem no om na nya mfaso yeni a yeni skare ye tete ton ede ma ye de se de na na do oil ton rice no chinkafa sa no mo ton no kwen sa no mo ton no yokogari sa no mo ton no bobo aduane bi dokono sa de no mo ton no sa enti sa na da no mo hia mi ti de bia mo ba ye de bia e busy Mumfa efie calculation ni mra book de animu enkofo no kasa no ye ho nto ye saa o omo modi dwa na mo fa ne ma wholesale no omo ne nya saa mfaso no aya mo ncheke o ti mo ba ne kasa aduane bo ayefo a it is never true afede fa bufo ba me so na me so me fa bufo mouse
because I'm setting the record straight because you are not being factual. It's never true. First, na me to aduane na me to 5 kilo of rice. Na me to 70 cedis. Say me to. Na bo tre na me.
Omo mo to de kese mu.
Say you are not allowing me. But omo no kasa dia you give them time. Interject it. You rather even aid them. But me kasa we interject it. You don't allow me to flow. What's my point now? Say come on in aid. Just allow. The listeners are very discerning. They can know from media now. I can say right and I say you're right. And this all can say you're right. Say and you talk a more first. Then you talk 70 cities. You talk 30 cities. The listeners are more. So catch them say I want a ton 120,200 and 550 and 500 cities. So okay say listeners no
et sabadi yet ton no mo yet ton no
enya nyabotre
me free bag
so kasa cement so kasa cement na ton 120 130 and 75 80 series o say enya no kra omo mkoto cement di koye construction omunim they are listening to you so kasa iron rods na 9,900 and 6,700 makotobi just last 2 weeks. And okay, say minim difference now. Omo turn on see that they are listening to you. And inflation from 54 and about 23 and 5.4. So okay, say enter and you know, so when say just speak to the fact. Now but reflect it.
Also inflation. Oh, Saba for man. Oda maybe say me man obiate. Yen ya ko school yeti ase o. But na person onim say okay inflation. Just say nima bo eko from pa na Ghana nima bo eko from pa.
Dey beti am prices. Dey beti am prices about from. Inflation. And their price determinant factor. It is okay say reflect here. So ko to petrol na reflect obutum. First now to fuel saying a liter now to 17 cedis.
Enjoy.
And they got baby a single digit. Baby a 9.99, baby a 10.99. And reflective obutum. The positive far outweigh the negative, the supposed negative now can. It is as an analyst, what now say, oh yeah, analysis to convince people on how about 2028 what's our the negative aspect, no what the positive aspect that government no be benefited. Baumia has never been a president, but a vice president. And per or more analysis, or Mama who say Baumia was sidelined. So on which what records now or Babe campaign on the sideline we know records are now. All the faces are who know a ballot a man for catcher or project being at Asedun Ketia, Fifi, friends say Ato Forsen, Haruna Idrisu, your friends say Julius Debra, any Mutaka Okanya. They have been in the system for decades. Some of them started party politics with Baumian Abusian for in the NDC when Baumia was in school. And every political party, election, you campaign at the background of the success of what Chuck as a buying. It is a NDC ni Eddie me cry me ba me eba. Our campaign at the background of the achievement of John Dramani Mama Aiden Anya. Nobody is writing Baumia off, but we know that he cannot beat any of the candidates. Yeah, we are not complacent, and we don't.
I said okay, the complacency. But me and I find chance as you be.
Masaka say, me say, any of the candidates will be presented will beat Baumia, and the polling now, Musa Dankwa ene omo say no oye nyame no. Go and see the post now here in 2025. All the candidates are on match against Bawumia Biano. We beat them. So sir, if you are going to go by that alone, Kwapo Chere say Bawumia cannot be the NDC.
Yes, I'm munim de omde ne baba. Say.
Why ye nim de baba? Oh, na say aban dey say time no so me. Musa Dankwa ye no. Listen.
Don't get your base time asun ra onu akotro na
say. Oh no, say he's wishing for his father to be the flag bearer. It was a time as one. He never mentioned of say time as one. My papa.
I said,
the last time me catch him, Mr. Bawumia is the least of our worries. Mr. Bawumia is the least of our worries. Obi ayabunu 38.something% first. Last constituency Beka home. I call 41%. Now you're only 56%. Yes, Bawumia. For what? You don't underrate your political opponent. But Bawumia is on your obia. The NDC as a political party is no. Even using the established 20 delegates list of Modekoto Abano 2021, the NA Modekoto 2023, and cover all the polling stations. About 38,000. First, you say 61%. Since I was dropping up, even within the delegates, no kwapa cohesion, no kwapa no. Bawumia dropped. Bawumia dropped. Bawumia dropped from 61% to 56%. That should send you a signal. Say he might be popular in the party, but within. And your party nana or your popular. And yet we are not perturbed about whoever they bring. The good work of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who speaks 2020.
Good works about our share cabinet.
Mama, Sisi Akram, no meti Akram, my enumerate Biama, or say on Tiasie. Sisi no stress free. Stress free, you implement it.
University,
yes, you implement it. Your man grand first year students for your mom muska. Your mom mom.
About TV so you
yes. Ghana, I don't what is Azerbaijan na. And I saw Morocco. Now can
Morocco ko internet.
And the economy is stable. Dollar to CDS. A 10 cities 95 pesos.
That's true.
And no businesses booming my muha. What's my point and I say things are going on well. Disability free tertiary education for disability guys nina you implemented. What are you looking for? Just mention them. It has been launched. And last year, over catch them and say, Okoto last 2 years, Oton 200 cities, Okoton 100 cities. Why? And only a better and prudent management. A better and prudent management. Abroad now first now farmers, no poultry farmers, no cotton 1,200. It's almost 400 cities, 500. And this Nipano Obeka me say economy mu enya. And you are telling me say Bawumia a force to reckon with. What is Bawumia coming to tell Ghanaians Obabe? Is it that Obabe $5 no? Edi asako 17 cities biom. And I saw the petrol prices edi akọ 17 cities per liter. And I saw the inflation from 5.1 edi akọ 54%. And on a Ghana for Bawumia has nothing to add and he has nothing to provide. Yeah. The only thing I hear capture Ghana for, and he say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is on point and he's working assiduously to make sure say Ghana are finding to my pafra. And IMF saying Ghana's economy, Ghana's currency has been ranked first in the whole of West Africa. In the whole of Africa, not West Africa, but me I'm saying, they called junk economy. And the outlooks are positive.
I mean, not say.
Baumia, tell me what Baumia is coming to do.
Okay, and the MPP in or no becan. Mamina see pa 37 after 3. Aha, angel. Platform nature go. I can't some no plain. Nemo ye can omra kwanso. And yet any issues based, no insults. Ma yentie Nana J Dana, your congratulations.
Zina meda wase.
Me one head and chimbe be na oba me hu be na o say one we ni.
Oh, say.
Okay. Hey, now you na chi no. E na obo so no. Campaign coordinator for
Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia. Me na me campaign coordinator. Enko jobi post na me. I mean, Minister of Regional Coordinator. Underground. So what can I say? Underground, maybe I met me at the so say. Our regional coordinator or no era AC in team, and the regional liaison officer, Dr. You are free. For the communications, you know, so Miami near Penny, Victor Sepoku, no, the communications officer, Haji Mamudu. Yes. My main fa kwenya we so embo MPP fo nyina baso MPP delegates ni nyina no mame mo mabaso na fe so menka se ya de na no nioma bi sisi wo krom ha but this time around no de eco peaceful it's my member MPP delegates na baso na fe so Dr. Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia me monitoring kwa at the end of the day NPP ne win ye Senior Dick Onwaka ye no ye be jumaden na ye de Dr. Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia ba power year 2028 afen so me am boss chairman odeno ho kwaku apia kuka mame enchia no pa wo baby bi owo ene ewi ono so ejumade ono so eyeboa the party no I'm not surprised say baby onambia no Focus the unopposed chairman the next Ashanti regional chairman for the New Patriotic Party we would GDA wo miremu say obeshishe party no ma party no ayakono and all organs in the party within the region because menene be kan ebeba pa said the way our fini there obeba now onene komo yes iti mami chia mira so baby bio afen so Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe the dodo na friend na Poku aman sign up mami chia na ewie may I know for sure say kwanya fa so I maintain Dr. Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia say ko say omumi no nyino monye bone nti omani esande obekosa no in 2028 na de dodo na enim no say ono Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe ono enananado danko akufado namne so etumi implement the free senior high school education ono ena dodo na friend free SHS ra so that's it enti mami chano newie ewo baby bi owo senior menua sita oso one lawyer anya adwene se waka se o se eto abanna omo be drop nti ade nti na woso kasa ni nsem bebre ode konwan the positive side of government there na wo pesa wo kire menua
Doctor, no emphatic no as or you if clause sebia say
yes and I make sure say ene ye to abande ndis belusu they say ye to abande ndc belusu ene you see and me no kase and the cocoa farmers across the country
Christopher Sena ka wanti cannabis what's yes yeah the ballot no be
me say ene ye to abanne
na ye to aba
eya santimema NDC ebelusu wonim de ndia and the cocoa farmers across the country obia no dem mebo akata mza mebo
Wo say wo boss say a bag of cocoa, you better no 90 million. You better no 60 million. Old cities. Meboa. Bepemene. Want to me page. Meboa.
Wasakropon area on buy the nusu or crown and for back on big yosi big me kwa jibiaba. No guys or career or benyeska or buy and support. Oh, upon a so soon.
Almost so de come cocoa cratch. Bepemene omunsan kesika. Meboa.
But says I bind the car
ene.
Mama do come.
Dear Omudi cocoa pharmacy. Say a 2 abane and all cocoa farmers will vote against the NDC. Today.
I bind the car, obey you.
Me say, you impress the mama. I don't impress the mama. Or not to know. What be the man penny be paying? We know him. And we know him, no, say. We know him, no, say. Oh, no, happens to teacher for 3 years. Also, bet you 3 months. In 2012 to 2016, we know President Mama, the track record, and no about first one. No. Massa, O Casanamewa, Namwa. So I say, and then, what you crumb? And then you're 2 abane, a buy you my phone in about 2 abetia buying we. I didn't more and then no can say oh sit about 3 about 3 why so I say you ma be 30 minutes what la just 2 minutes I mean and what you we about 3 so I say you see and then you 2 abane I buy you my phone about 2 abetia I buy 2026 maybe 2026 Oto abayeju my for aketum say 9% meboa 1st January 2026 and now pay electricity bill 9.8% almost 10% and now pay nsuo boom almost 16% and me no kase sa aye adwuma for aketum tumu na otum no electricity inquiry den ekita for sa de no it ya was say me no kase abayeju my for almost ankobo bosia be 16% de ko twa nsuo ma joma ha ma ban ye to abanne me say aban we obelusu ne and the car for drivers commercial drivers omde ye adwuma and ne ukọ na so kwakwa yes how road work in this insurance na and ne yasantum 7% yes yatum
me check it one
yatum ono yusuka misumi yusuka kan msemboa on kan msemboa and now yatum and you are here say all is well you guys monifom iti munyawo afenso omazede oh yatete nyoma boso now be say yatete enso o say emo eduane nko emo ban na o say yateso emo ban na o say yateso even crowd ya who can say yateso no inkane na do dan kwaku fado penso no mo sha no 5 kilos na aye mark den by ene aye 4 kilos 4.5 yate o mate o monster so ti o monster so
size ana say
size no na 5 you 5 kilos so ta say ene yate sa aye 5 kilos no about 4.5 what are you talking about ene obi auto calipo so nim calipo yes samre no na ekufado de na ekutu meboa ene ya ne tisa ahomantia ekura me say me na me ka che go and buy it and check these people omo fi say yate de ne yate so Montoshi. Because I know say Bosuli biara yesi joma ama kukuru 5.5 million. Now watch any 20,000 Ghana cedis. Ako every NDC headquarters, constituency office. Na mako ako chedi. Iti mumba kasi ya tesu. And obet na wase cement bo. Cement bo osi ya tesu free saying. Ekodu saying. And that people net saying. Oh, it's never true. And then MPP, it was MPP, remember? And then MPP, it was 105 cities. What are you talking about? Daben autobie. And you see, I say then, oh, in your mabwa from
ma on kanasem. Nana Jane Ekasa 46 after 3, Angel 96.1.
Wakasa 30 minutes. Just 5 minutes at the moment. And to me, you see, Ebio. Osi yatete nyoma boso enne abrantie ne ababa wa mo fasika so mo pedan han ya te dan bo so rent ya te so high dan ya te so. What are you talking about? What is dollar na mo kano any sa eyi na mo kano e dey impact na the Ghanaian people nya so rent ya te so rent and now got 20,000 25,000 30,000 unye dan papa ntrim kacha me se me boa and you are here preaching say ya te cement boss ya te so say kinya reflection ho ana me boa and maybe Manchester box Manchester ya de pa e de so nyume and the chromati o monsa so Manchester ya te so sticks no e gane na 50 say na me no ka say 30 ni shim me say e gane no na 50 ni shim and na 20 and na 25 ni shim. What are you talking about? Iti ye ka ya tete so na we be na dollar dot ya drop an fententa mi ya woni e ho no ono de dollar ye de adroba ne fententa ene mi ya woni nyame be kire say kuro no dollar na wo kan ono ye koko adwuma me bo koko no de koko kratch ho be pem ne e ko 3 months 4 months nie o koko kratch ne sanka 1 Ghana cedis. And what are you talking about? Minia mo beti ase amonti ase say aban we hope mo peja Ghana for hope ekoko duru baby no say ahwefom ye to abanne mo be kofie ne asem na serious so I say ye to abanne mo kofie ne enne wo say oh Dr. Baumia and Dr. Baumia de yensro no asem we ka bi 2020 2016 2017 2020 and even 2024 oh Jomama ya Bruno and our president anambo even President Mama Otiswe onu nim pefe say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is competent enough and capable to lead Ghana. Because ubaye ni vision na waya edaho ema Ghana ekwanima ode abroche ba Ghana. Usi Dr. Bawumia ni vision ne sododo eti ene sa vision no wetani nyinemu. Utumi mpo manage. One typical example is the zipline. Drone. Yes, zipline. Dr. Bawumia this zipline by. And I know kase abayo yakosi saying. Huh? And now ko eye empakadan e fa say omenako e wo suhumo no o be sen ko empanya wo say e wo mampon asay and now ko ha zipline akosi say omo se vision ne sododo omo to me manage Dr. Bawumia vision no but and UK sua and the different countries ahodo bebre e sua zipline no Dr. Bawumia ne ni swade hunu kese afenso ukoyi health say ko bi yare o konfanochi ha or the yare we ne ba ha say na and also on ba konfanochi oko south a doctor ni be hu say yare we na wo de ko ha ye ma wodro say ye manage treatment no and na mo ba ya ko sisen egu e krom ha the vision of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia so me ma fa manuzia and na obi so ma dollar na dey ade gold o tra ha on ka gold reserve domestic gold purchase program and na sa vision na wo boss no why na dey ba ye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia
let me phone lines mama for Sita kasa nana jenso kasa MPP NDC yeda omase onso kan obi na ye kama obi a nkyere na dwene Mahmoud Bawumia awini cd 7 de mama ye ne kama ejina ne naso yie pa ne busa say kokofo ene omonso akatua 70 say 02466 77566 eno ene 050 266 7711 Voice of the people, Mamenti One. Hello.
Papa. Odisha, Darkwa passing.
Black Mighty.
Mamenti and Nagi. Agent Penny or Bojuma Papa. Mechia lawyer, Nagi Bafova. Chama or didn't hope Guapia. Now, Papa Nika make an idea. And this is for the Omunu no almost say. You got your mama. I said to my baby. You bet you can't Ghana for in here Bawumia. And we'll be in the Ukraine demand a year, $40 above. And the careful nation. One would do a brochure. Yen I don't know do cocoa soup. Ye can be beer and $1 above. To my finger, quite mobile near ye. Yakoka, $40 above. Yet you were 2028. Ghana for better baby, a society morning who go.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Nyami kura ibupa udini baby awo. Very well, it's you, Jacob.
Because everything you can say, net down boy, I look at down boy. What is meant to call, or what was meant to go to 1.2 now, you can have a career dial, not compensatory. What is meant to go to 1.2? Then you took class from Lani approximately to 1 about you some 1.2 and you get in the dial. Now, opportunity find anything. When you know, since you are full anything. And some of you want to feel about trying to make it important and you are talking here.
Some full and no from there. I said a damn walk near the neighbor from. Because, because I pass a full about for Namiko and I say, it is what. Hello. Hello.
Hello, my guy.
Aha. You might tell you,
the family. I was here, the number of MPP media pictures.
I was here.
Patrick. Now, I'm a chair for the Bamba or international by Chairman. Once again, I'm congratulating the now, and if you fall, and I am a President Mama, when Mama moved out, 1 year, I is from Kuyao. Okay, I said, I'm not going to go to the next year to Kate. So, my mind, if you are young, want to train or your man bed, the buying a pencil. Maybe over the idea. Another benefit of and another President Mama who it's President Mama one year she is here for me, but Milano, and another done for Guadon Town. Now, President Mama, only young Namabudu. Oh no, I'm not saying anymore. 1 year with no money, Mama, for me, and then President Mama, 1 year, thank you, answer, so I did that. We shall bet 3 years, yeah.
Medasi, Eugene Matsu here, and then they all bossy. Mamma Chiano be hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
As a baby, I don't know. Baby, I'll free for new dean. What am I? Very well. It's you.
And this is for the woman. If it's a President Mahama, me go and then Okoro and the Akeli are Scano. Upon you, Mahama, the car say, as a friend, Nadu, Danko Kufado, Sebi, or your Cronfo, and I clear for all my own toy, and all year, Okoro has a century a tunnel 50,000, and I said 1,000, and then you 3,200 krona, 3,300 krona. Then you
Obi can be hello.
Opening me more head.
Yeah, just so, but you didn't be all.
Today, the mama left one such way. After a year of Japan, it's a minister, and I mean, here on a motor. And I shall be there for the Amistiano. And you know, on the time, you say, Napo, Napo, no one in the head. No Muslim, Anapoa, and no Muslim, Napo. Or no one that has a running machine. Come here and change anything. Not that would you be about now when you are so I don't know. I don't know this one about me out now when you know, Napo, or better Napo, or running with Jama by me. Now, what about you? A problem of not talk about me. But then another better or may another me. Not that don't Mama Ghana. What you said, Ghana, Manaya, for no.
I mean, ask you, can be hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, International.
Good afternoon, Abuasi Campero, Papa.
Now I'm moving not to watch it. What's our way?
Yami cry you. I call Abuasi Canon in your mind.
It is very fun. I need your question. I use him my to come. Let me tell you, come tell my air on a bogado. And someone made the big money. Cutting some so what catch. Then I know I'm watching. And my end is meaning yes, sir. Let's become fellow of me hairdressing. Me, me, no man, so. Let's talk about the new boarding. shampoo ni body, conditioner ni body, and poor jigger this service, meaning any body. Into a foot, no, and no one brings any other person. I don't know, all the same called clear fear, everything to what propaganda. And I, no bread in there.
May I say, hello?
Hello?
Pacho ding anyway be all.
I'm going to be man because just reach a cherry.
About paying see what I'm.
Yeah, that's it. What the MP for why? Now, and is the work I say. And near my swat is here. A bad beer school or what some track. Or would be a school for January. Or would call a dog a Gary Kwan or what dear. Now do I a family and can you school, me back for school. If you won't tell me what to make it, now I'm no move, we'll be there. Idea and no more patrol, no more dear party, or what you mean. Who go schools to be?
Mamma say, I'm at the understanding the secondary school and the Amsa Mama about Sovo and all the report about okay. My entity will hello.
Hello.
My main consider we. Hello, Pacho, we didn't be our audition.
Within the Association,
what are we, my? Danoka Kanaka be was a nini to trust.
Hello.
Emuda, it's you. Oh, the line, no, yes, sure, your boy. Hello? And council.
I reached some papa, oh, Mamma, you talk it. Nam go some more to my Ghana, my family are for the cataphysics. Now, my young thing in a kid would you at it for Monita for Ghana, Shisha, my Radinian can say. So, opening your career, let's say Ghana for. Say a pro. I took a woman MPP and some 20. I said, never did some 20. Near a president Ghana for you know, no mere from pirate parity. Never, no more permanent and punish your power. Or what do you do in my MPP, my NNDC, my Ghana, my. What are here? It must
I say, eminent Rubesia, the Niger last words.
Senior. And they about happy birthday, friend Priscilla Siam.
Priscilla
Siam. I'm wishing her happy birthday. Now, Miss Ronya Mishra and Quatente, and they what the information office, Miss Ronya and Susan Dom Nesica, and Tibby will be a wishing happy birthday. Minim so a year ultimate in Bangron Honor, my wishing a happy birthday. Senior, you see, Minia sit after the omo friend after the who is smoothness level. After the say or say after the or say a ma muntie me or say in Kuamudi muti chimuti in Kuamokobo mokotona mudia bomuti a year this a year front tie in a near nebuarina and then this for sale mobile yatetini in aso. Oteha Minia not here one can go microphone. Because onim so mo mokotwe muti yente so omo mo bo muti omo mo bo no yente so se kra ne bo na san increase omo mo bo nkra ti ni ade ne nyina omo nte so enen kra nyonyo mabo kra ne den kra ogroma obetumi ato. And what are you talking about? Ya tete nyoma bo so etoji wara
minia sita uze sene ene ya to aba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia benya 28%.
Oh Krobes.
Oh Ghana ha say to aba because of the better management and prudence of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. O kasa man kasa otimi miama no. Mame nkasa. Ene Nana J ene ne MPP for callers no mo frɛ no. Omo kwane ko ekoto ma frontal ne na ya toto so ayede. Ya tuma momo. Me enra me wababa. Oh listen. Me say me baba eno ayekoto enku ayede ko twinity enku ana first na bo ana ma me to no okọ no odi change by
na do nku no
yes change by enti obi opa just open. Oh Nana J oh Nana
Sita ejnamo aj Sita ejnamo de ba National Democratic Congress NDC medana say Nana ej ejnamo ma NPP about no 9 ye jemo ediama number 1 DJ for the drive time will be here, you know. portfolio no wa be genedwa e de drive time na hyehyɛ so angel ha ɔkyena nyame ya adom a ɛbɔ no mienu ane atena se no mienu ni atena se kan awiem na the platform no ahyehyɛ so bomodra ma angel 96.1 enye bia bia wafidie beda na watete nsɛm atie nwompa atie ne pa ɛbɛboa ɔmotimi atumpɔn medida mpanyin nyina ase obia ebi ɔkyereka ho ene de dwumadi a wabedru sabre nana ya obema wabɔ adwuma sanso ana Christopher ɔde bibia to Facebook no so nti ukwa na ɔde comment aba e de afa nsɛm no ho ye frɛ me soja nana Darkwa mama yen nan nyame neno na bɛboa yen fa ni bibia nto ne so na bɛboa